Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another informative video. Now, I really appreciate all the love and support that you have shown for my other video, which was regarding the Pegasus email scam. If you haven't watched that, I'm going to link that in the description so you can take a look into the Pegasus email scam that most of the people receive these days as well, and how you can safeguard yourself. Now, today, I'm talking about another email that I received, but this time it is about the Pegasus. It is about the Ledger email that I have received. So as you can see on my screen, it says that the time was on Wednesday, 1st of Jan 2025, 8:02 p.m. local time. And it's great that how these email tools help you in identifying if something is not safe and something can be potentially a spam or a phishing email. So as you can see, it says we can't verify this email came from the sender, so it might not be safe to respond to it. So that's great. Now let's read the email itself. And before that, we may want to take a look into the subject, how it tries to create a sense of urgency. It says action required, update your Ledger device. And then, the email address seems to be very much as if it's the genuine support team of Ledger. So it says support at ledger-live.com. So of course, it looks really legitimate to make it sound like more real than fake. Let's go ahead and take a read at the email. It says, this is an automated message to notify you about an update. Our support team has noticed that your Ledger device is due for an update. To ensure your device remains secure and functions properly, we ask that you update it using the personal button below. Please note the update must be completed before January 31st, 2025. Failure to update your device by this date may result in limited functionality and potential security risks, so please update at your earliest convenience to ensure continuous and secure access to your assets. Now, we really apologize for any inconvenience this may cause. Rest assured, our priority is to keep you and your assets safe while providing the best experience possible. Thank you for your understanding and cooperation. Now, at the bottom, if you see, it has a copyright symbol. And then it says, this is there is an address which is there as well. It says it came from Paris, France, and just to make it sound more, genuine. And then they have an update now button over here. Initially, it said that there is a personal button. There is no personal button. So the scammer seems to be utterly stupid, as there is no such button except the update now button. Now, if we hover on this update now, you can see that it says https ledgerhardwareweb.com/1. This is where it's going to direct you for anything that they want to do. Now, what can happen? I'm going to discuss that in detail as well. So let's take a look. Now, if we try to see, if you click on that link, what happens? So this is, it's a fraudulent email, so that you need to realize, and with the sender's name impersonating to make it like appear more genuine and legitimate, right? So this is like basically it's termed as an infringement, or is considered as a criminal offense in most countries and jurisdictions. Now, the attacker's objective over here is to trick the victim into clicking a link to a malicious website that closely mimics the Ledger's legitimate domains, right? So this message often sounds urgent or alarming to pressure the victim into acting quickly, and through the information they contain is usually false. They're basically false information, right? So when the victim clicks on the link, what might probably happen is, the browser opens the malicious website, which may appear almost identical to the real Ledger, domain, but that belongs to the scammers, and their intent is to steal your money, and with the recovery phrase, which is the 24 words, through one or the two methods. So two things can happen. Number one, a form can pop up directly on the site, so urging you to input your recovery phrase. And the second thing could be a link to download a counterfeit version of the Ledger Live application. So, once you provide your recovery phrase and passphrase and the PIN, then this information is basically transmitted to the attacker's server. And often the server used to steal and recovery phrase is separate from the one that's hosting the fake website. So attackers are typically notified of new recovery phrase thefts through the platform like Telegram channel. Now, the takeaway, what happens with the 24-word recovery phrase in their hand, the scammer can gain immediate access to your private keys, and they can swiftly execute a transaction, transferring those funds to their own address. Unfortunately, once this happens, the funds are irreversibly lost. I'm sorry to say. Now, on a practical note, Ledger actively works to block access to these malicious websites. Now, the key takeaway here is that never share your 24-word recovery phrase with anyone, even if they claim to be from Ledger. Ledger will never, never, never ask for it. Now, given the complex ecosystem of the internet, comprising of browsers, registrars, and you have registries and DNS providers, each intermediary, they play a very crucial role in preventing your scams and safeguarding users. And so that's something you need to really, really know at this point in time. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at what Ledger has to say for these kind of scams. So here are some of the information that, Ledger has to say about these phishing emails and phishing tactics. So this is from ledger.com/phishing if you want to read that. So the first thing they say is that never share the 24-word of your recovery phrase with anyone under any circumstances. And Ledger will never ask for them. And you should never enter your 24 words anywhere else apart from your device. Now, these are some of the initiatives that the company itself is taking. So they have ongoing phishing campaigns. So where you can, report a phishing attempt or consult ongoing phishing campaigns as well. So reporting is, how you can report is, you can contact their customer support, you can tag them on X, or, you can report it to the Google Safe Browsing as well. So there are like 3 ways how you can report these kind of scams, and how you can prevent being scammed from phishing. So, these are some of the good points that they have outlined over here. They say never validate a transaction on your Nano if you're not the author of this transaction. Ledger cannot and will not deactivate your device ever. Always make sure that you interact through Ledger's official channels. So official channels and authentic Ledger domain names are something like @ledger.fr, ledger.com, ledgerwallet.com, ledger.zendesk.com. Now, the last one is Ledger will never contact you via text message or phone calls. And these are some of the ongoing phishing campaigns which they're already aware. So they say that the number 1 is the malicious actors contacting Ledger users via phone calls. And they say any attempts to gain this secret information is an attempt to steal your funds. Now, you also have a support article over there that you can read. And then the other type of, scam that's kind of ongoing with respect to Ledger is fake Ledger Live application or websites. So what I showed you, it somewhat looks like my email, the email that I received falls under this category, which is the fake Ledger Live application or website. And then you have scam NFTs, and then you have malicious transactions, fake social media accounts posing as Ledger. So these are some of the type of scams that they're already aware at this point in time, and they're fighting to stop this from happening as well. And you can also consult ongoing phishing campaigns, and these are the types we just discussed right now, and that's what they have on their website. And you can also learn more about these phishing campaigns. There are some articles that you can see how the phishing attack happens, which is the anatomy of a phishing attack, how you can keep your crypto safe against these scams, and the battleground against phishing attempts as well. So there are very important articles that if you want to read, you can take a read as well. And I hope that was something really helpful for you, and I was able to provide like some insight on how you can safeguard your ledger account or your ledger device from anyone stealing that money or crypto from your wallet or from your account. Now, if you found this video helpful, please go ahead and subscribe my channel. Hit that like button, put a comment, and let me know if you find this video useful. And if you have any other insights, please feel free to share them in the comments below as well. That's all for today. So I will see you on the next one. Till then, bye.